Hey you guys, my name is Taquisha and this is our Freedom Song. We are in Zone 8B and I'm sure just like so many places in our country right now, we are having record rainfall here at the end of June and I want to show you what it's actually doing to the garden. I'm so excited to give you an update on our greenhouse today, as well as show you what is going on in the garden. We've had a crazy amount of rain, and some things have really been loving this rain, some things not so much. So let's head into the garden so you can have a look. I did harvest some wild blackberry vines, and I'm just planning to take the leaves off of those and dry them. Everything is still pretty lush, but things are definitely dying back, either from pest pressure or just being all soggy and wet. We are definitely feeling the pressure. Our peppers and our beans are all being attacked. Worms this year are just, I can't even describe how heavy the worms are, and we haven't come out here and used anything, and it's kind of pointless to do it anyway because we've had so much rainfall every single day. This is on the back of one tomato leaf. How crazy is that? This is definitely brought on by all this rain. It makes it hard to control this for sure. These worms are just over here, just living it up. But you know, even with the pest pressure, the garden is still so beautiful. I'm just absolutely loving all of the pops of color. Oh my goodness, that these sunflowers bring to the garden. And then you have all of those beautiful pops of red and pinks from those zinnias. We even have some zinnias that are these beautiful orange. Very beautiful. And look what I see. Asparagus long bean flower. And I'm so happy to see. Oh my goodness. Look what I see. We have our first little asparagus long beans. I am so happy to see that. Look at this beauty. So beautiful. The asparagus long bean flowers are quite beautiful. We have some peppers that are ready to be harvested. We have been harvesting tomatoes every single day. If you guys saw the post that I shared, you saw that wonderful windowsill of all the colors of the different tomatoes that we have. So beautiful and so fun. I have been so excited since the day I planted sunflowers right here to see these beauties grow and then bloom. So amazing. I mean, this entryway right here into the container garden is just so whimsical with the arch and the sunflowers. Oh my goodness. Here's some stevia in this box. It is so happy here. So, although I left these vines here, I did replant some cucumber. You can see there's one right there. And I also sowed, along with my daughter, some more seeds because we want to make sure we're going to get all the cucumber this season that we can get. Hopeful that our second batch of cucumbers in these two boxes are going to be amazing. In these two boxes in this entryway. There is a carrot down here, and I'm really wondering how. There is a carrot. Yes. Beautiful carrot. We will need to come out today and do another harvest of these tomatoes so that we can make sure that we get them before anything else does. Our sweet potatoes are looking good. I did come out here and pull up all of the tomatoes that had volunteered themselves in this box. I pulled them up and potted them up. I'm so excited about them because they will be a part of our succession planting. You can see that some of the seeds that we sowed only a few days ago are already starting to pop up. Our rich sweetness, that small melon, is popping up. I'm so happy to see our cucumbers popping up already. We have our gourds. Some of our tomatoes are starting to pop up. Our bucket tomatoes are looking really good. I would say these tomatoes have been loving the rain the most because what? The rain is just dropping right into that bucket and going right into those roots. So now that you see how the garden is growing, let me update you on the greenhouse. This is a sign of a job well done. Let me tell you, this sign right here is where the gas people came and sprayed so that you would know like where your lines are. And so that is why this looks like this. It is being put back together. This was cut and a trench was dug. And let me show you what has happened. So much has happened in here since the last time I gave you guys an update. So let me catch you up. I am so happy to see this outlet. Oh my goodness. That's so amazing. Okay, pause. It is story time. It'll be brief, but it's good. So listen, I can't even make this up. I know it probably feels like there's no way that that can even be true, but it is. We set out to get bricks. We really wanted to get bricks, but we really just wanted whatever was going to be just most affordable, definitely budget friendly. And we could only find people who were selling bricks for $1 a piece. And so that would be, we calculated and we needed about 405 bricks. And I'm like, I'm not, that is so expensive to spend $400 for the flooring. And so crazy thing told us that we could come and get the bricks and we did not have to pay anything for these bricks. We got these bricks for free. Like, the Lord definitely provides. It's like the next thing that we need, He provides the next thing for us. And there's nothing that can convince me otherwise. It's like the next thing that we need, the Lord's like, all right, I got it for you. And so we have bricks. To add to the fact that we got bricks, we were on our way coming home. And what was on the side of the road? Yes, free wood. So we also was able to pick up some wood yesterday as well. Here is more of that wood we found, and we picked up this sand. So we actually have some different sizes. My plan is to use the fabric cloth, the weed fabric, and lay that down, and then on top of that start to build up this area with sand. We have here is an assembly. The girls are filling these buckets, and then I'm gonna take the bucket and take it into here. So this was the first time we did it, and yes, we ended up doing it over. What I did differently the second time was I built up the ground underneath the fabric so that it was level underneath the fabric, and then did the same process of the fabric and then a little bit of sand followed by the brick. So the process was the same. I just really wanted to see if the level was going to be different if I built it up from underneath first. What I used to build up the ground was a mixture of topsoil and sand mixed together. Yeah, I just have to say, I don't know what I would do without my family. I'm just so grateful that we get to have this experience together. Everybody is always on board and getting their minds right and prepared to help in a way where we can really move whatever project we're working on forward. Okay, except the greenhouse works because I am dripping with sweat. It is very hot in there. I'm sure there's a perfect way to do this, and I'm sure that I do not do it the perfect way. Oh, we'll see how that works. I'm gonna try to be more focused on leveling the bricks as much as I can, but because they're, you know, what they are, different sizes and just different, we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna see what we see. So went inside, took a break for like an hour and had to change because nobody wants to take a break soaking wet, right? With sweaty clothes. And so, whew, I'm back ready to kind of think through what we're going to do as far as these bricks go. And so that is the next thing. Here is a better look at the thickness difference in the two bricks. If I put it right here, you can see that they're not all the same size. So what you don't see on the screen right now is this amazing assembly line that the girls have set up. One handing the other one handing it in front of me, and this process went so quick. I would say this was the quickest part of it all. It was also my favorite part. It was such like a puzzle. You know, that satisfying feeling if you've ever put a jigsaw puzzle together and you like snap in all those pieces and they just fit perfectly. That's exactly what it felt like. Initially, I wanted to do something that was going to be like a herringbone style or the basket weave. But once I figured that it was going to be a lot of work to do it, especially with bricks that weren't all the same size, I'm like, yeah, no, we're gonna go with something simple but beautiful. So we went classic all the way. Side note, if you need a good workout, definitely look into laying down bricks because it will give you what you need. I highly recommend. This was such a great experience to have together with these beautiful people, and I just absolutely love how it's coming together. My heart is just so happy, y'all. Okay, so this is what we have. We haven't done the sides yet, and this is how much of a crack was left in the back. I think a brick could fit right there.
Want me to get a brick?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is the amount of bricks that we have left. We have more than what we needed. That's amazing. So I think that this part is definitely underrated. Moving this sand along the bricks and getting them into all the cracks, I would say was just as tedious as it was leveling the surface. Like getting the sand down in those cracks, I used my foot, I got down and used my hands. Obviously, I used the broom. I just tried to use whatever method I could to try to squish that sand down in there. I rinsed and repeated. The extra bricks actually make a really good bed, a really good garden bed. Yep. For the side of the greenhouse. So we had enough bricks to make a bed the same size on each side of the greenhouse. How exciting is that? So last up are these racks that I use inside of the hoop house. So these racks were given to us by some friends a year or two ago, and they are going to fit perfectly inside of the greenhouse. Hope that you enjoy that quick look at the garden as well as our greenhouse update. I appreciate you guys so much for joining us. So much is changing. I hope that you are encouraged. Listen, we can't control the weather. Things are going to happen that are out of our control. So let's just try to focus on the things that we can control, right? And so I'm just so happy to see the things that are growing. The garden is full of life and beauty and teeming. It makes me just so happy and so full of joy to see our greenhouse just taking shape, coming alive, becoming a part of our space. It's just so incredible. And so thank you guys so much for joining us. I do hope that in the midst of all these crazy things that we have no control over, that you can look around and find something that you can truly have joy in as well. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We will see you guys next time.